Good afternoon, Internet. I'm your host, HazelPlace89, and welcome to Forza Motorsport 7. We are back at it again with the Buick Grand National, and we're going to go ahead and tune her up. So, in the last video, I said that I did not want to convert to all-wheel drive, but that's exactly what I'm going to do here in just a minute. I'm just making sure here that I have the best engine installed. And now you can see we're converting the Grand National over to all-wheel drive. You check the class rating and all of these other statistics there. And so we've converted it to all-wheel drive. Let's get right into some testing. Headed down the straight, pulling away very quickly from our competition. And we pull an 8.9 on the first pass with the all-wheel drive Grand National. And here you can see our reaction time was 0.26, our 60-foot time of 1.5, and our trap speed of 163. And we're going to go ahead and have another pass. An 8.7 on our second pass of the day. Our reaction time 0.014 and a 60 foot of 1.524. That reaction time is very good. That is my best reaction time so far. Let's try one more pass before we go back to the tune. And we are waiting for the green, and we are launching. Again, peeling away with rapid speed, and we pull an 8.9 on the third pass. A reaction time of 0.152, a 60 foot of 1 second, 0.517 seconds, and a top speed of 163 miles an hour at the end of the straight. And now here, we're going to go back and we're going to tune just a little more. I'm playing around here with some tire pressure settings while maintaining an eye on our statistics on the left-hand side of the screen. Right now, our quarter mile sitting pretty at around 9 seconds. But as you can see from those previous 3 test passes, we were making fantastic times on this straight. And here, the final drive is the only gearing that I mess with. And as I'm knocking it down in 0.5 to 0.10 increments on the final drive. So I click down 10, and I'm keeping an eye on our quarter mile speed and our other statistics, and I have it down to an 8.86 quarter mile, which is not bad, which isn't bad at all. And here, these helpful tips on what all of these components actually do are very important here. So I'm just making sure that I have the optimal spring stiffness and ride height. And actually, I believe I raised the ride height just a little bit here in a moment. Yeah, I bring the rear up to 8 inches, and I bring the front up to 7 inches. So there's an inch of difference between the rear and the front of the vehicle. And here, one of the more confusing aspects, for me at least, is the rebound and bump stiffness. To my understanding, the softer your bump stiffness is, the better grip the rear of the car will have during acceleration. But I could be wrong, which is why we have these wonderful tips here in the tuning area of the game. Bumping up our acceleration, and we have 2 differentials here. So we have the front differential and a rear differential because it's an all-wheel drive vehicle, and I'm kind of tweaking that as I go, and we're still sitting at around 8.86 seconds at a quarter mile. And we're applying our setup here, and I believe we're taking the GNX back out for 3 more passes. A decent pass of 8.842 on our first pass after the tune, reaction time of 0.15 and a 60 foot of 1.5 seconds, and finishing out the strip with 162 miles an hour. And now we are once again going for a second pass after the tune, revving it up for the green, and we are launching. Now our launch was a little slower this time, but I'm confident with our speed. We come out with a 9.0. Yes, our reaction time here, you see, was much slower with 0.34. 60 foot was still at around 1.5 seconds. Our third and final pass before a second tune, and we are underway. Coming out with an 8.8 on the straightaway, a reaction time of 0.069, and a 60 foot again of 1.524 seconds. And we are back taking a look at our Buick Grand National. A few things have changed. We have the cosmetic piece on the top of the hood, which doesn't really affect performance so much. It does reduce a little bit of weight there. But it's the supercharger and carb and air filter coming out of the top of the vehicle is more for aesthetics than anything else here. We're saving the tune for our Buick Grand National. Overall, I'm pleased with this build. I specifically created this as a drag racing vehicle. So, but thank you all once again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to like and comment and all that good stuff, and we will see you all on the next one. See ya.